I know a lot about things.
Yeah, she is. But it was so funny. Yeah, she is.
Dive.
That's Harry. You love
This meeting of the U.S. Submarine Veterans Incorporated San Diego Base will come to order. Our creed, to perpetuate the memory of our shipmates who gave their lives in the performance of their duties while serving their country, that their dedication, deeds, and supreme sacrifice may be a constant source of motivation towards greater accomplishments, and to pledge loyalty and patriotism to the United States of America and its Constitution. Let's please rise and join Scott, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
hand salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, please join me in prayer. Eternal Father, we thank you for the heritage and liberty we enjoy as Americans, and for the privilege of having served in the submarine service. We ask your blessings for our shipmates who have made the supreme sacrifice in service to our nation as we gather here this evening to honor and remember them. Bless our shipmates who have gone ahead on eternal patrol and those of our group who are sick, troubled, and bereaved. And bless and protect our shipmates on active duty as they serve in the first line of defense of our nation. We humbly ask this in your name. Amen. I have no reports of anyone who has departed on eternal patrol. That's a good thing. The following boats were lost during the month of January. Bell ringer, please strike a toll for the following boats. USS Scorpion, SS 278, lost on 5 January 1944 with the loss of 77 officers and men in the East China Sea. She was on her 4th war patrol. It is assumed she was sunk by a mine. USS Argonaut, SS 166, lost on 10 January 1943 with the loss of 102 officers and men off Rabaul on her 3rd war patrol. While attacking the convoy, she torpedoed a Japanese destroyer who, along with 2 other destroyers, depth charged her. As she tried to surface, the destroyer sunk her by gunfire. USS Swordfish, SS 193, lost on 12 January 1945 with the loss of 89 officers and men somewhere near Okinawa. She was on her 3rd war patrol, and she was probably lost to a mine. USS S-36, SS 141, lost on 20 January 1942 with no loss of life. She was on her 2nd war patrol. She ran aground on a reef and radioed for help. The entire crew was rescued by a Dutch ship after they scuttled her. USS S-26, SS 131, lost on 24 January 1942 with the loss of 46 officers and men in the Gulf of Panama on her 2nd war patrol. She was rammed by the USS PC-460 and sunk within seconds. The CO, XO, and 1 lookout on the bridge were the only survivors. Let's please observe a moment of silent prayer. Amen. Please be seated. Junior Vice, do we have any past officers, new members, or guests present this evening?
Our guest, what's her name?
Judy!
Steve. Steve's here too, right?
Well, Steve's our honorary associate member. Steve's here. And then we have
Brother-in-law Jim.
Jim.
Joined us.
Welcome back.
You want to stand back and tell us about yourself?
What was that thing?
Bay Secretary, how many members are present?
He
Roger that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't check off. Maybe somebody.
It's New Year.
Yeah, welcome to 2026.
15. 16.
16. I didn't check it. Did you check me?
And add one to it.
I count 20 members. 20 members total.
Well, there's more than me.
I'm 20, which includes members and, yes, so we're gonna say 20. Mr. Treasurer, may we have your report?
Yes, sir. Closing out the year, all checks, all deposits, all have been cleared from the bank. We wind up with a checking account balance of 706.23, a savings account balance of 19,838, totaling 20,544. I have presently all records here for anybody's inspection and question. They've been audited, and anybody else would like to take a look at that, and or any of the reports that have come out for this particular whole year. Available for you after this meeting or any other time that you wish to meet with me. My report, sir. Any
Thank you.
questions?
And just to add to his report, we will be submitting our end of year report for 2025 in the next few days. And so that will close out 2025. All right, the minutes of the December meeting were sent via MailChimp and copies are on the table. Are there any corrections, additions, deletions, or modifications that need to be made to them? Seeing no hands, hearing no voices, the minutes will stand as published. I will make the chaplain's report. Jim Pope and Mike Hyman remain on the Binnacle list. I know of no other people who need to be on the Binnacle list. If you know of anybody, speak up now. And if you learn of anybody, don't hesitate to reach out to some member on the e-board so that we can look into the people on the Binnacle list. We're gonna do a little, we're gonna deviate slightly from the committee meeting reports. The parade committee, the 52 boat memorial, and the float committee, we're just gonna say nothing to report because this meeting, we're gonna be talking about what we're gonna be doing this year, which will involve all three of those. Membership,
168 members.
yeehaw,
2 members are still waiting for dues.
okay. I'll get with you later. Scholarship,
Scholarships are due April 15th, just before the Western Region. So if you have a granddaughter, grandson, or whatever, let's get hot. We're gonna give away one scholarship this year, $500.
and since you're still sitting down, storekeeper report.
I still have calendars. I didn't bring any tonight, but if you need a calendar, come see me, give me your phone number, and I'll even deliver, okay? So I have no problem with that. Two is I've been helping a couple people with vests, so if you don't have a vest or you need patches or a hat or something, just get with me and I will get that on order.
Neil is not here, so we will defer the Boy Scout, or we'll just put it off till next time, if he's here. Next time he's here, we'll have a Boy Scout report. All right, tonight we're gonna have a presentation. Doug told me what it was, and I already forgot.
It'll be a surprise.
Oh, there we go, it's a surprise, it's a surprise for everybody. So I'm gonna turn it over to Doug.
All right, so a little departure tonight from what we've done on past months. So instead of talking about a boat, I'm going to talk about one of the submarine legends. This is one that came up in a presentation I had given previously. So tonight we're going to learn more about this individual, Lawson Patterson Red Ramage. I think you can all assume why he got his nickname, his moniker. Obviously, it's the follicles. All right, so a little bit about Mr. Ramage. His early career, graduated from the Naval Academy. One of the things I learned as I was researching this is a lot of the World War II COs, submarine COs, were Naval Academy graduates. I guess a larger percentage of them. But his first assignments, he was a skimmer. So a couple destroyers, heavy cruiser. At some point, he decided he wanted to be a submariner, but he ran into a little bit of a medical challenge. He wrestled at Annapolis and somehow got an eye injury and couldn't pass the eye test. But being the typical submariner, where there's a will, there's a way. So he memorized the eye chart. And subsequently passed the eye exam and qualified for submarine service. So 35, he goes off to sub school. His first sub was the S-29 or SS-134, which operated out of Pearl Harbor, so he did a tour on there. After which he went off to Naval Postgraduate School, then back to the skimmer fleet for a tour, and then ended up on the staff of ComSub PAC. He was there in 1941. What would be significant about him being on the staff of ComSub PAC in 1941? He had a front row seat to the attack on Pearl Harbor. All right, so off to his first war patrol. So shortly after the attack of Pearl Harbor, he gets assigned to the Grenadier SS-210. Does a patrol on her off the Japanese home islands, off the coast of Honshu. Serves as their navigator, and for the stuff that he does on that patrol, he gets awarded the Silver Star. A little interesting side note, the Grenadier is one of our boats that's on a turtle patrol. Several patrols later, after Ramage was off of it, it was badly damaged by enemy aircraft. They tried like heck to keep it afloat and limped back someplace safe. Were unable to do so. Ultimately scuttled it 2 days later. All the crew members were captured, became POWs, 4 of which died in captivity. 72 members managed to survive captivity through the end of the war. So after the Grenadier, he gets assigned his first command at the USS Trout. And this is when I gave the presentation about a year ago on the USS Trout where Ramage came into play. So he commanded her for 4 war patrols between 1942 and 1943. These are those war patrols. So like when we talked about, one of the things the Trout was famous for was exfiltrating all the gold and precious metals out of the Philippines. Well, he wasn't there for that. He came subsequently after the fact. He was there on Patrol 5 though, and was in command when we had the first submarine hit on a Japanese carrier. So that was under his command, and you can see this is the Presidential Unit Citation that the Trout received. So she got some tonnage lost on that patrol. As a side note, like I talked about, she eventually went on term patrol several patrols later when she was depth charged, all 81 soldiers on board. So he, 2 of the boats that he had served on at some point didn't come back. So Patrol 6, he's still in command. They come across a Japanese destroyer, the Kirishima, fired 5 torpedoes at her. And typical of the Mark 16 at that point in time, had no effect.
You said destroyer, isn't that a battleship?
Or battleship, yes, sorry, I misspoke. Thank you, that was a text, you caught me. So battleship Kirishima, so they fired 5 torpedoes at her. The ones that hit didn't detonate or missed. The sad tale of that is the Kirishima, within the next couple of days, would be part of the bombardment on the U.S. forces on Guadalcanal. So it kind of leaves you to speculate, had those torpedoes been effective, what that could have meant to the Marines downstream. I also thought it was interesting because one of my first 2-week assignments on the reserves, once I joined, I spent 2 weeks on the current Japanese Kirishima. So it's kind of interesting how everything seems kind of full circle. As a result of this, Ramage became one of the strong vocal critics of the Mark 14 or Mark 16 torpedo. Or yeah, Mark 14. All right, so after he does the 4 war patrols on the Trout, he gets assigned to NUCON on the USS Pershing. So he goes off to the Naval Shipyard, Portsmouth, brings her out, brings her back around to the Pacific, and is the skipper of her for 4 war patrols. So from 1944 to 1945, he's on board for those war patrols. And the one that's highlighted red is the one we're getting ready to talk about, and that is Ramage's Rampage. So I'll talk a little bit about why that's Ramage's Rampage. So she went out to sea as part of a wolf pack, which it was the Hammerhead and the Steelhead off of Formosa. So Hammerhead, she gains contact on the Japanese convoy somewhere in the South China Sea, and she says, I've got 7 ships with 3 escorts. However, the positions that she gets and the reports she makes over the never 6 hours don't make a whole lot of sense. So the rest of the Wolfpack's kind of like, okay, what the heck is going on here? Which way are we going? Which way is up? Finally, at 2016, on that same day, Steelhead, the other ship of the Wolfpack, gains contact, and they're 35 nautical miles southwest of Parchi. So she turns southwest, head full speed to pick up the convoy.
That's my ship.
So the next day, Parchi eventually, around 01 in the morning, gains contact at about 34,000 yards. So she keeps chugging along full speed to try to get in this position to engage the convoy. So a couple hours later, she's a little closer, 21,000 yards now, and she's got 6 targets. So their radar is picking up 6 blips. A little bit later, they report, wait, nope, we got 3 more. So now we got 10 targets, and we're within 18,000 yards. So fast forward, they pick up another 2 targets. So now we've gone from 7 to 13. So we got a pretty sizable convoy here. So about this time, whether they sight the Parchi, sight the Steelhead, the Japanese know something's up, they start launching flares. So they start lighting up the night. So Marchi continues to maneuver to get in the position to engage the convoy. However, the convoy also changes position, whether it's in response to seeing one or the other. And Parchi goes from trying to get into position to being right smack dab in the middle of the convoy. So the first thing they do is they say, okay, I see a 8K is either a transport or cargo. I don't remember which. This is the abbreviation in their war report. So she starts maneuvering to take out the first target she sees. So she fires 2 bow torpedoes and she misses. About the time she does this, she sees 2 extremely large tankers. So now she's realizing she's in a target-rich environment. So at that point, they fire another torpedo at the first 8K that she engaged. That time they hit it, and they hear an explosion. So I think they assumed at that point that she was a loss. So then they turn to engage the tanker. She fires a spread of 4 torpedoes. All 4 make good contact. All 4 are effective. Tanker sinks brilliantly rapidly. So definitely the first confirmed kill, and at least 1 other one's damaged. So now that she's taken out that tanker, they turn to take out the second tanker. So fires 3 torpedoes at her. 1 miss. 2 of them make contact. Doesn't kill the tanker, but it comes to a crawl. At this point, the escorts start coming to bear and start just laying fire on machine gun fire on top of the Parchi. And again, mind you, they're surface and they got personnel topside. So at this point, they see another target, which they can't figure out at that point whether it's an AK or an AP. But the log says she was a sizable superstructure just asking for trouble. So since she was asking for trouble, they are inclined to turn and bring it trouble. So 0412, they maneuver to start engaging her. They fired 2 bow shots, both of them hit, sink that one. So now we're on our 3rd ship that we've engaged and 2 for sure that we've sunk. And again, this is only about 15 minutes from when we fired the first round of torpedoes at the first target. So then she maneuvers to go back to the second tanker, which was slowed down but not taken out, so can't leave her sitting on the surface. But at that point, the tanker has machine guns or whatever topside and starts shooting them at the Parchi from a distance of about 500 yards. They, quote, opened up with everything she had. So at that point, Ramage sends everybody below decks except for himself. So he's now topside directing the fight all by himself at the top of the submarine with bullets zipping around. So now she fires another 3 torpedoes at that tanker. All 3 are effective. Now that tanker goes down. And again, we're about 20 minutes into the engagement at this point.
We're on the surface the whole time?
We're on the surface the whole time, right smack dab in the middle of the convoy. So,
Didn't do any good as a wife.
it is nighttime, yes.
A lot of our boats did a lot of torpedo shots
Yes.
on the surface.
Probably from a distance, you know, on the outside, not smack dab in the middle. So now she's got the escorts that are shooting at her, and one of the other Japanese surface ships are like, oh, no, we're not having this. So they try to do a kamikaze maneuver and take aim right at the Parchi and head towards her full speed ahead. So Now the Parchi takes some evasive maneuvers and narrowly avoids being rammed by this Japanese surface ship. So in addition to taking fire from the tanker, the escorts, other small aircraft and big transports are also. So there's fire coming at her from all directions. Now at this point, she fires another round of torpedoes and hits a transport ship, and that ship stops. It's dead in the water. So again, don't want to leave it just sitting on the surface. So she fires another torpedo. That one's a bullseye. It didn't say in the log whether at this point she sank or not. So she like, well, again, we can't leave her, so she's dead in the water. So we're gonna turn around, had to come up with coup de grace, and eventually send her down to J.B. Jones' locker. However, before they can shoot that torpedo, she does eventually sink on her own, so they didn't have to waste another torpedo. So now at this point, they've taken out several boats. They look on the radar, there's nothing but small targets, not anything with any real tonnage. So they make the decision to leave the Hornet's Nest and transit away from this engagement. So mind you, this is started roughly before 04. We're now at 0447 before she disengages the fight. So this all took place over the course of about 45 minutes. So this was the ultimate tally from that engagement. So she sank the Mako Maru, the I don't even know how to say that Maru, 10,000 ton tanker, took out a Japanese troop transport, about 8,900 pounds, killing 2,400 of their troops that went down with it. Yes. And then the Steelhead also was part of this engagement. So between the two of them, they damaged another tanker and a cargo ship, and the Steelhead by herself sunk a transport and a cargo ship. So this was a pretty big blow on this Japanese convoy. So for his efforts, he was awarded by Theodore Roosevelt the Medal of Honor. This is a citation from that Medal of Honor. By the way, she snuck away after that engagement, unscathed, no loss of life on the Parchi side. Yeah. So after the war, he eventually was promoted to flag in 1956. Went on to serve as the deputy commander for submarine forces at Atlantic, where he led the search for the USS Thresher when she sank. Eventually was promoted to vice admiral. Another bunch of roles, flight level roles, Deputy CNO, Commander First Fleet, Commander Sea Transportation. Eventually retired in 1969 and passed away in 1990. There is a destroyer named after him, the USS Ramage, which is still in service and currently based in Norfolk. There's also Ramage Hall in Norfolk, which is part of the submarine training facility in Norfolk, as well as Ramage Hall on submarine base New London, which is the base headquarters and the reserve center. So that is the tale of Mr. Ramage and Ramage's rampage.
Did you take note on how many torpedoes in total?
I think it was 18 total. Those guys,
They carried 45 minutes.
They had to run away because they had no.
Machine gun boat.
All right, we're gonna take a 10-minute break, get some refreshments, get the 50-50. I guess for the 50-50 today, it's just gonna be the 50-50.
No, we got a read and return.
Oh, we do have one read and return. All right, so one read and return. I stand corrected. Good thing there's only one. All right, by that clock, we will recommence at 7:35. What time is it? 7:35.
You suck. I suck. Okay, I suck.
His brother-in-law. We're gonna get Jim to draw the number. Uh-oh. Draw your own. You better draw. Did you buy some?
I get blamed for it? No.
You did? Oh, okay, then that's all right.
on beer.
Let's see.
Pick one.
I'm really gonna show up the truth.
Okay, the last four are 5299.
Last four.
5299.
5299.
5299.
Not here.
Oh, there we go.
What?
Great.
Who's that?
Come on up.
My eyes
On
are bad.
down.
You wanna check?
Oh, no, this one has sticky stuff on it. That don't count.
Have him draw a number.
Yeah, I need to draw another number.
Does he win?
No, you get the money.
No, you get the money.
I mean,
You get the money.
no, you could put it towards wherever you need to put it towards.
Like scholarship?
Yeah.
God bless
Whatever.
you.
Donating to scholarship. And the next number is,
Number is last three, or last four, 5320.
5320. Yeah, 5320. There you go.
Hey,
Trust but verify.
yes,
5320.
okay. All right, hurrah.
Read return. All right.
So there was.
So the big discussion is going to be our plans for this year. On the table, that's right, Jack, on all the tables.
Yeah, as many as I had, there's 10 of them out there, 12 maybe.
Well,
Here's one over here. Somebody need
I'm
one?
actually
Oh, we
missing,
got him.
What's that?
I'm missing a page. Oh, there it is.
95 votes.
Don't listen. Or watch.
That's all I got.
All right, there, have a proposed, what do we call this thing? Constant bearing,
What's that?
what do we call this thing?
CBR.
CB,
Constant bearing decreasing range, you just ran into the items.
I'm a nuke. Navigation is,
That's baggage.
I just push. You know, and I push and I keep the light, and I keep the lights on.
Make the showers.
Lights run. Yeah.
Make water for some of our techs to take showers. That's what I do. All right. So, one of the things that, from last year, we'll call it a lesson learned, is if you remember, we didn't decide what to do about Veterans Day falling on our meeting day enough ahead of time. So that's the purpose of the next 10 to 15 minutes, is looking at what we want to do for the year. And then next month, based on what we want to do for the year, Harry and I will have a proposal for the budget, and we will vote on the budget at next month's meeting. And then everything will be set up. All right, so actually looking at our Tuesday meetings, I did not see any conflicts with any holidays or other days. I will say that Tuesday, April the 14th, I will not be here. I will already be in Vegas for the Western region. So someone else is gonna have to come up here and lead the charge. It's either gonna be Ray, or it'll be Paul, or it'll be Harry. Or it can't be Scott. Sorry, Scott. You can't do it. Because you can't do it.
You can't do both.
Right, I can order a TV.
Or you can find somebody to write for you and you stand up here.
Smart ass reactor operator over here, you'd be
All
happy.
right. So,
Don't ask me
does
or
anybody
not.
see anything about the Tuesday meetings that concerns them? Want to speak about? I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. All right, seeing nothing, hearing nothing. Looking at some of the events for the year. So we have the Western Region Roundup, that is the 16th through 19th of April. I'm gonna have a little bit more about that in good of the order. We're just talking about the dates. I'm gonna be pushing for people to go to it. So the 16th is Thursday. You can go check in on Wednesday. The 19th is Sunday. You check out on Sunday. I'm actually gonna be there the entire week. What's that?
Put them with the website.
Well, we've been working on that, we'll get to it. So you can put that in the calendar, the Western Region Roundup for, April 2026, or for 2026 is in April. By the way, looking ahead in 2027, it's gonna be in Denver, approximately the same week in Denver. Coming up, we don't have the actual date set yet. That would be the Old Timers Luncheon, which is usually the Friday before the sub ball. They have not set the actual date for the sub ball. If Mike was here, he would probably give us a little bit more information, but they're kind of busy at Squadron. I know that in December they hadn't set a date yet, so they're trying to make sure they can have submarines in for when they do it. The next thing that we want to talk about is Memorial Day. So obviously on Memorial Day, we go and we put out flags at the 52 Boat Memorial. And this past year, we held the ceremony right after we put up the flags, instead of waiting till like 10 o'clock to go all the way down to the Roncador. I know that they are currently working on the Roncador. I don't know if it's going to be ready in May of next year. So the decision note is do we want to do it like we did it this past year, where we put out the flags at 8 a.m. and then hold the ceremony at 8:30, 9 o'clock at the 52 Boat Memorial? Or do we want to try to have it at the Roncador? Do we have some discussion, some comments or thoughts that people have on what they would like to do? This is a lively group.
Maybe we can wait till March to make that decision.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Paul. Anybody who wants to disagree with Paul?
R.
Push Fred ahead.
There's Fred, there's Fred. All right, we will, understanding that we are going to do a ceremony. The question is do we do it at the 52 Boat Memorial, or do we do it, it would
We
be.
have more of a definite of what's going on with the
Right. All right, because we don't know what's going on with the Roncador, we will make the decision in March. I think I only heard one objection.
And I think it's not an objection, but you probably need to talk to the sub base, to the.
Well,
Point
maybe I can
Loma.
get hold of Mike. I got a direct line to Mike, it seems like now, so. we can ask
Point
Mike.
Loma, what, the association?
No, Captain Craven. He has the CEO the CEO of Point Loma is actually, trying to get that done.
Yeah.
In previous years, what has happened is that they have taken the lead after Scamp Base fell apart. They took the lead of doing a full-blown memorial up until COVID, and then it hasn't been done since then. But we used to have 150 people. They brought all and that was the sub base.
Stay in touch base with Mike and see what the status is.
And I can reach out to Brandon.
Yeah.
So we will talk to Squadron about.
Yeah, do they want to do the full-blown thing, or just what you did last
Yeah.
year?
Well, those are our action items. We're gonna talk with Squadron to get a better picture of the Roncador and a better picture of what support Squadron and possibly Point Loma will do for the ceremony, and then decide whether to do it at the 52 Boat Memorial or on sub base. Obviously, on sub base, there's some logistics things, but we could work on that, because I'm sure we can get everybody on a list to get down there that we know ahead of time. So we're gonna table talking about what we do on Memorial Day to March, understanding that it will fall on a Monday, May 26th, and we'll decide what we do then. Our picnic is going to be on the 18th of July. Jack, did you put in for that at Smuggler's Cove yet?
Not yet. This month we can do that.
All right, So Jack is gonna put in for Smuggler's Cove.
Wasn't that right?
What date?
That is what we're gonna talk about. Cause I know that, there was a discussion of trying to get us to go over to,
North Island?
North Island. You wanted to say something?
Monday is May 25th.
Oh, yeah, it says, it's May 25th, you're right, May 25th. I was hoping you were gonna talk about the,
It's like, damn.
we were gonna have the, Fred was talking about possibly having the, picnic in association with the DSRV people, whoever,
Hip breakers.
at Breakers. Is that, I do not know what Breakers is.
It's the beach over on North Island.
It's the beach on, yeah, it's near the golf course, just past the golf course.
Does that require like reservations
Well,
or issues?
I have no idea.
Base access.
I think getting on the base might be a little more difficult.
Still basis.
Oh,
That was the other problem is,
Yeah.
how do you get everybody on base?
Yeah.
The way we have it at sub base works really great, you know,
right.
they know we're gonna be there.
But
and
the
parking
distance
lot's
from the
there.
gate to
Yeah.
the beach is quite a way.
It's long, long ways. It's a lot farther than it is.
We're probably almost
And it's
5 miles away.
Yeah, it's an 18-minute round trip from the gate at Point Loma to the Smuggler's Cove, and I bet you it's 30-minute
Yeah,
round
it's,
trip.
it's a good 5 miles.
It's a long, long ways out there.
Yes, Jason.
Can I ask what the impetus is for moving from sub base to somewhere else? Was there a problem with us doing it?
No,
No.
No.
It was a change in location and something about,
Fred wanted to go and see the DSRVs, which are no longer there, but you know, that's beside the point. But, and then Mike Lowry said, since he's in charge of said, he could probably get us, tours, but then how do we do the rest of the stuff after? How do we get the base, how do we get everybody onto the base?
Theoretically, there's nothing to see over there on the DSRVs because it's all crated up. You know. It's not like the DSRVs, it's.
so what is everybody's feeling on Smuggler's Cove or Breakers Beach? All in favor of Smuggler's Cove, raise your hand. All in favor of Breakers Beach, raise your hand. All right. I'm gonna say that Smuggler's Cove has won the vote. Jack, will you do us the honor of scheduling us for Smuggler's Cove on July
will.
18th? Thank
You want me
you.
to do the votes too?
Who do you normally coordinate that with?
Yeah, Public Affairs Office.
Yeah, public there.
You just tell the Master Chief and he tells them and they do it.
Okay. If you would also do that, please. And then for the picnic, we will discuss this more for the budget, is how much we want to spend on food, beverages, and we'll call it door prizes, and what we want to do for the picnic. Since we've set the date, we will discuss the actual planning in March and April for the picnic. Is there any objection to that? I see none, so we shall move on.
This will be an all hands evolution though.
Correct. All hands.
I have the funds already from what we spent last year, so.
The national convention is this year in Corpus Christi, so sort of west coast. I had actually put, did you register for it?
Oh, I'm not going, I'm going to Connecticut.
Oh, you're going to Connecticut. All right. I was putting off registering for the convention because I'm having back issues, but I saw the doctor today and, well, no, he does not believe I'm gonna need back surgery, so that was the deciding thing. So I'm going to register to go to the convention. I'm gonna recommend everybody else do so. It's in Corpus Christi. It's supposed to be a
It's
good
next to the
time.
water. Humid.
Yeah. It's in September. It's the middle. It's the start of hurricane season.
Gulf of America Lake.
Yeah. Our Christmas party is going to be on December 5th because, excuse me, that's the first Saturday in December. The second Saturday in December is
Navy Army.
the Army-Navy game, and the third Saturday is very close to Christmas. Is there anybody who does not want us to hold the Christmas party on the 5th of December, or would rather us hold it on some other date? All right, we will hold it on the 5th of December. We'll get us penciled in for here. The next issue with the Subvets Christmas party, who all here went to the Christmas party? All right, who all here liked it? Who all here loved it? All right, there we go. We had it catered, and Becker's actually, I thought, did a real decent job in the catering. The question is do we want to do catering again, or do we want to try to get someone from the VFW to cook the meal like it used to be in the past, but it's not going to be for Gaia, because she's in Las Vegas. We can have our Christmas party in Vegas, and she can cook us pork chops there, but flyer. I'm gonna say that one of the disappointing things from the Christmas party for me was there was an expectation there was gonna be Christmas decorations on the tables, and there were, the previous week, but then there weren't when we showed up. So we're gonna have decorations this next time. In fact, we're gonna have centerpieces, and we're gonna give away the centerpieces as part of the giveaway. Does anybody have any objection to that?
No.
All right, we're going to plan for the Christmas party starting in July, but now we know that it's, June. I've just been overridden, so it's going to be June. We'll start planning for the Christmas party. And I don't think anybody here say all in favor of it being catered, raise your hand. All right, that's the majority. Is there any issue with us using Becker's again? You didn't like Becker's?
I like Vickers, but I think I want to point out the cost, guys. In 2022 for the Christmas party, we spent $800. 23 we spent $1,300. 24 we spent $873. Last year we spent $2,500.
Well,
Are you willing to go ahead and, you're gonna kill our budget if you keep going like that, guys. It's just, and again, I'm just speaking as the treasurer, so I'm the guy who pushes the money, so. If you wanna spend it, I'll write the check, but if you,
there's 12 years worth of that. We can do that 12 more times and still not run our monies down. And I'm sure that in somewhere within the next 12 years, we can probably figure out how to make a couple more dollars.
we've been running in the red for the last 4 years.
We are running in the red, and the predominant places that we run in the red are the picnic and the Christmas party. That's okay, because we have some money. The big issue that we have is not the storage unit, because they have increased our rent from, it's not gonna be like almost $200 a month.
We need to get the 2-boat memorial
And
start chipping in.
yeah, we need to get the 52 boat memorial to chip in. But the numbers that Harry just read off for the years before this past year, we have to understand that that meal we were paying Linda Gaia, so she was giving us like almost at cost. Everybody who was serving it was volunteers. So we were getting a discount. We're not gonna get the discount unless we try to get somebody from the VFW to do it. When we did the previous year, 2024, it was $800. That's where, we did it ourselves. So, Dave was the primary cook. I was just a crank.
Damn right.
And that's why it was able to be cheaper. So we will decide, keep that in mind. We won't decide right now, catered, or we find somebody. My issue with Dave and me doing it is the Christmas party is for us to get together, celebrate, and
Yeah.
I couldn't do it because I was cranking in the kitchen. So, and anybody who did it, because Dave was involved, Steve was involved, Anthony was involved. So we don't want that. I want us to gather together. That's the whole purpose. So keep that in mind. We will table that till closer in June. All right, those are our events. Our float days. It is proposed that we do the Linda Vista parade, which is usually the last Saturday in April. I will tell you, I will not be here. I will be in the Pacific Ocean. So somebody else, if we choose to do that day, will have to pull the float, whether it's Harry. Are you available, Harry?
I think so, yes.
All right, so we have Harry who's available if we do the Linda Vista parade.
He's got terrible Santa.
And he'll pull it it's in his backyard.
Yeah.
So Harry can pull it for that day too. We also had the La Mesa Flag Day Parade. I should be able to pull it, because the parade will be done before noon. I'm driving up to LA on the 13th of June, so I should be able to pull the float. Harry, you available on the 13th of June as a backup?
Yes.
All right. Obviously, we have the Julian 4th of July parade. Does anybody want to change it to some other parade closer?
Is there a San Diego? Is there one that goes downtown?
Not downtown San Diego. The only San Diego parade is
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, and then the balloon parade for the holiday.
Yeah, MLK.
Then there's MLK. Yeah. We're not gonna do MLK.
Wanna know where they are?
Goose Parade.
What's that?
Coronado.
Coronado.
We'll never go to Coronado again, ever. Coronado will never ask us back. And that was thanks to our World War.
They might have already died though.
Yeah, they could have. Our World War
Yeah.
II submarine guys, the last time they were there, decided that they were gonna play World War II submariners. You remember those big vests they had, those big blue hats? Guess what they had underneath their vests? 6 packs of beer. Guess who they gave them to? The kids on the brow.
Oh my God.
The only other plate, sorry. How much does this cost me? There's one in Scripps Ranch. That's a very short parade. I think that's the only other one that's talked to us about 4th of July parade.
I remember the Scripps Ranch one was in the news this past year, just because NBC and CBS are involved.
It's a real short parade.
It's real short.
We can get an invitation if we want, but we have told them in the years that we went to Julian, because they were very accommodating with us when we went to Julian after we left Coronado. And of course, this is 22 years ago. But so those are the only two that I would know of.
Coronado seems logistically difficult.
Yeah, Coronado is pull
exactly.
the float up. And the other Independence Day parade, it's on the list, but it's not on Independence Day.
All right, it's Oceanside.
It's in Oceanside, but it would be like the week before, right?
Right.
Put it down.
So that,
Yeah, that's on the 27th of June, so that's the week, actually, the 5 days before, so it's the Saturday before.
so, anyone have any issue with us staying in Julian?
Mother Goose, that's October.
Yeah, Mother Goose no longer happens. Yeah, there's no El Cajon.
They're gonna try, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
It's in October.
All right, all in favor of staying in Julian?
We got some people to go with us.
All,
way to go.
all in favor of going to Scripps Ranch?
Probably.
We have,
Really?
who doesn't care? What's that, Russ?
Kind of hard to know which one would be the best exposure, you know, and I tend to think if there's one in Mira Mesa or Scripps Ranch or something that probably more exposure for people to know who we are.
And that is a very good point.
Well, Julian, there's no coverage by the news people,
Right.
but Scripps there is. I mean, yeah.
I didn't vote because I'm not gonna go all the way out to Julian for it. It's a holiday, and so if it was closer, then I might be able to take part. But I don't even know if I'm gonna be here is part of it. But I know if I was, I wouldn't go out to Julian just because it's too far.
Borrego Springs is even further.
Well, that's a no-go.
All right, I'm getting the feeling everybody would rather us go to Scripps Ranch than go to Julian.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
All right, Jack, look into Scripps Ranch. He will get back to us in a couple of months. Then we have Poway, which is, if it's on the 12th, I will be at the convention. If it's on the 19th, I will be here. It's typically around the 19th, right?
Was last year.
Yeah.
It just,
So we will assume that it's in September. Anyone want to not go to the Poway Parade? All right. Then we have the Veterans Day Parade. I don't think there's any discussion that needs to be had on that. Do we want to add any parades? So that is 6 parades. That's what we've normally done. That's like one every other month, when you average it out over the year. Is there any issue with that? Does anybody want to do more parades?
No.
I just heard no. Anyone who wants to do more parades?
Sorry, we talked about so many. I don't know what the actual 6 were. Can we run down the list?
Oh,
and
the
talk about
6
what-
are Linda Vista, Tierra Santa, La Mesa, Julian, Poway, and the Veterans Day Parade.
Okay, all right,
The top 6.
all right. Thank you.
I don't know, do we want to do, like, where's this San Diego, the St. Patrick's Day Parade? What is that?
that was brought up at the last meeting. Somebody
It's
brought
in
that up.
Balboa Park. It's the largest St. Patrick's Day
Oh.
parade west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
It's huge. I don't know if you can still even get in, but yeah, I'm already participating in other stuff there.
There's
Gary knows
approximately,
more.
yeah, I've been an announcer there for the last 20 years, and there's approximately 30,000 people show up at that parade. I do believe there's an entry fee. I don't know, I can't remember much about that. They're having meetings as we speak. And if there is an interest in it, it's a huge parade. There's at least 80 to 90 entries that go through
This
that
one
parade.
down on 6th Avenue.
Yeah, it starts on 5th, goes north and comes down 6th and south. It ends up at there at Balboa Park, and then there's the hundreds, well, there's dozens and dozens of vendors, there's entertainment, there's all kinds of Irish activities and stuff. It's a huge parade, so if you're looking for, the comment was getting exposure. There's a lot of exposure there. But there may be an entry fee, and if there's an interest, it's something you gotta do ASAP. It's on, it's March 17th is St. Patty's Day, and it's always done the Saturday before or on the Saturday of March 17th. So whatever that
The
Saturday is.
14th.
I'm sorry.
No, Saturday the 14th. Is when
So,
it is.
yeah, sorry. So there's very little time if there is a steering committee that follows that, then gotta contact them. They've got a huge website. It's a lot of exposure. It's a big parade, and there's, like I said, 70 or 80 or maybe more entries in the parade. It goes for approximately 1 hour from beginning to end.
February 17th is the submission deadline, if we want to participate.
What is?
February 17th.
So we could raise this again next month, right?
Well, I'll caution you on that. You
Yeah.
said the deadline is what?
February 17th.
Yeah.
It'll be filled before then.
Paul, you.
Well, you're talking about February.
The only issue I see with that is, where are you gonna park?
Are you talking about the floats?
No, I'm just talking about each and every one of us is gonna drive somewhere to get there. Where are you gonna park?
Staging area usually starts around 7 o'clock in the morning, and then the parade kicks off. I think I'm not sure on this, because I haven't been to any parade meetings. In years gone by, I've gone to all the parade meetings. I don't do that much anymore. Typically, they start at 10:30, I believe, and they start lining up the floats and all the activities at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. You pretty much have to have your float. They're all lined up. There is quite a bit of parking there for those people that are gonna be on the float. Parking can be a problem, especially if you're
It will be a
coming after
problem
8,
now.
if you're coming after 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
All right,
If I'm pulling the parade or the float on, at Tierra Santa in March,
May,
what is it, in May?
yeah, it's in May.
May, yeah.
So,
Okay, and then this one here is in March. Either way, if I were pulling it, like, I've got seating to take
Yeah.
more people
Yeah.
that they can meet at my house, and if I were pulling a float. So that's one option.
Just a question.
yeah, I know, all right, this is what we're gonna do. All right, Jack, please look into the St. Patrick's Day Parade. The February meeting, we will decide whether we're gonna do it or not. I understand that we may get locked out. However, we will have the knowledge such that maybe we are more prepared for 2027 to do the parade in 2027. So that's what I think we should do. Any objections to that?
What is the date of the next sub-bets meeting?
Our next meeting, it's
February.
Tuesday, it's Tuesday, February the 10th, so we'll have 1 week.
I may make it to one of the parade meetings prior to that. See
Okay.
if I can get more information to share.
It's a minimum of $75.
Do they offer waivers?
I have no idea. I'm just
I-
looking it up on.
Yeah, I know, that would be the question, will they offer a?
I would be very suspect on that. The city of San Diego has not been very generous.
Yeah, that is true.
And they've had the same problems this club's had.
How do we turn our float into a leprechaun? Because it has to be an Irish themed float.
How much was the entry fee?
$75. At least that's what it says.
You get the youngest
For
person,
an Irish themed
Pam
float.
Green. There you go.
For the what?
An Irish themed float.
John P.
$75.
Holland is from Lascannor
That's-
County,
well, then-
Ireland.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
Sorry,
Just bring your kill.
couple of guys are Irish in here,
I'll
right?
get a hold of it.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
so
I'll get a
we
hold
do
of
have-
it and find
we
out.
have
They
our-
usually do, by the way, they usually do some kind of theme every year, and it might be, God only knows what it is this year. But they'll do some kind of theme, and if you can, in the float, put on a little bit of decoration for that theme, that may qualify. I'm not sure.
I
Well,
was just
well-
being facetious about that.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll figure it out.
Green, put
Um,
shamrocks on it.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
All right, so the only other two parades that we need to discuss are, do we want to do the Oceanside? Do we want to drive out to Oceanside for its parade?
If you don't wanna go to Julian, you're not gonna go to Ocean.
All right, do we want to do the Borrego Springs?
Sure, they're not gonna go out there either.
All right, those are off the table. There we go. We have 6 parades set for next year, or for this year. We may do a 7th, which would be the St. Patrick's Day Parade. All right, couple of more things. All flags, right now we have set for some birthday, Armed Forces Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day. By the way, Jack, are you available on Flag Day to do the flags?
No flag, yeah,
What's that?
sure.
I will give you my keys because I will be in Los Angeles. I'm,
Is
so,
there a race that day?
no, the race is in San Diego the following week. No, I will be in LA for the Rush concert, so. Yeah, Rush. Granted, it's not the original lineup, but, you know. All right, Independence Day, July 4th, POW MIA Day, Friday, 18th September, Navy Birthday Ball on 13th of October, Veterans Day, and Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Do we want to add, I don't think President's Day is,
Trump Day now?
Nah, we're just, I'm not quite so sure about President's Day, just when you look at the theme of when we put out the flags. I do believe Patriots Day falls in that, I understand it is 1 week before POW MIA Day, but, you know, it falls in the theme of some military remembrance for the country. Is there any objection to us doing Patriots Day? Right now, we see none. I'm gonna give you an objection. Jack, are you available on Patriots Day to help lead the flags? Because I'll be in Corpus Christi.
I was gonna say, I have no idea.
I have no
That's,
idea.
that's, September?
September.
I have no idea.
All right.
We might be cruising, I don't know.
We'll cross that bridge. But I say that we try to do it for Patriots Day. Any objections to that? All right, Patriots Day it is. Okay, we've now set our agenda for the year. And then next month, we will discuss the budget to execute this agenda. Oh, Jason.
What are the times that we put those out? It's just, I wanna make sure I get it in my calendar.
So we put them out at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we take them down. If it is before November, it is at 5 o'clock. If it's after November and after, it's at 4 o'clock.
Time change.
Just do the time change.
The time change, it's dark by the time you get there.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
It's dark.
There are a couple of exceptions, like for example on Pearl, never mind. Yeah, we put them out at 7:30. We'll just go with 7:30.
Okay.
Put out flags. There we go. All right. That's it for the schedule. We're gonna move on to good of the order. If you wanna say something for good of the order, we'll recognize you. You say what you wanna say. Some things that I'm gonna talk about is the Western Region Roundup is occurring, you already heard, in April. They just dropped for us the room rates at Sam's Town. So if you want to go up on Wednesday and Thursday, it's $49. Friday and Saturday, it's $99. So for $300, for about $300, you'll be staying at Sam's Town in Las Vegas. I highly recommend you go.
That's
I
in the
will be-
old strip, right?
What's that?
Sam's Town's on the old strip?
No, so if you know where the airport, and then you have MGM Grand, the road that runs out that way, that's where it's
Boulder
located.
Highway.
Yeah,
Towards the Boulder,
It's on the Boulder Highway.
yeah, Boulder Highway, there you go.
for the dam.
And Great Road.
If you have something you would like to get rid of that's submarine related, that does not have your name on it, and you would like to give it to the Western region to auction off, please see me. I already mentioned the National Convention. The last thing for good of the order, how many of you have TRICARE? So I was forced to go to Balboa Hospital as my primary care doctor. They told me I could not go out in town anymore, and they forced me to go to Balboa. Now, I like Dr. Williams, he's my primary care. The issue I've run into is TRICARE has now been taken over by somebody else. It was somebody before this last year, now it's some new outfit. I've had 3 referrals to we'll say not at Balboa, because who does Balboa take care of? Active duty. Am I active duty? No, so they push me out to go MRI, x-rays, out. When they send you the little thing, they say, call this number to tell us when your appointment is, so we can get the records. Do you think these guys have ever gotten the records?
Swear?
No, they have never gotten the records. I literally had to get the report for my back to send it to my own doctor for him to come and talk to me. And then it's like, do you have you gotten the images? Nope.
We gotta wait till we get to Medicare.
It's like, so I'm just warning you about TRICARE. The new system, there is a right hand and a left hand, and they are not talking to each other. So, all right, anything? Yes.
You can also still use the VA as well, which is relatively new. For those that got out and said either or, TRICARE or VA,
Yeah.
that's non-existent anymore. You can do both. So there's that option.
Or you could retire, Mike. Go on TRICARE for life and you don't have any trouble. Believe me, TRICARE for life, you tell them TRICARE for life and they're yelling at you, come to me, come to me.
Yeah.
All right. All right, anything else for good of the order? All right, there being no further business, I remind you of this promise. Let no word or deed of mine cause any injury to the person or family of any member. I hereby adjourn this meeting, the Submarine Veterans Incorporated San Diego base. Our next meeting is 10th of February.